this will be the best opportunity that Orlando Pirates has at winning a Betway Premiership in the last 14 years. Now, Orlando Pirates, we do know, are currently tied first on a Betway Premiership with the Sundowns on 32 points. But also we need to know that the Pirates do have a game in hand. Now, unlike the other seasons where the Pirates have been close to MAMELODI Sundowns like we saw last year, the Pirates do not really have a lot of competitions to play in. All they really have to do is play the last 16 games of the league and then also in that Bank Cup. On the other hand, we do know that MAMELODI Sundowns, they are currently first on the log, but many people do complain, or many people are complaining that Cardoso is not doing what he's supposed to be doing for his Sundowns. Now, the reality, though, that for any team to win a Betway Premiership or going forward is that they will have to be consistent. Now, in this season, we do know that the MAMELODI Sundowns, they've not been playing at their best, I would say. I would say that, look, they've been able to get the results, but they've not been as consistent as the other previous seasons. On the other hand, the Orlando Pirates, they have made signings as we last push a league, and we see that the Pirates has also a very distinct type way of playing. Now, what this means is for the last the second half of the season, we will need the big players to step up. Last year, we had Ribeiro step up for MAMELODI Sundowns. Ribeiro took the league away from the Orlando Pirates, as we all saw what happened in Loftus when he was able to take the Orlando Pirates players on I believe it was the 4-1 victory for MAMELODI Sundowns. Now, this year, I believe that Urile Mufukeng, as well as Timiake, along with Boa Police, they've got the dynamic players. They've got I believe they got the quality, being that a lot of the players, they are playing in the national team for South Africa. Now, for MAMELODI Sundowns, they will first have to sort out the coaching issues, because a lot of the times I've seen that whenever MAMELODI Sundowns do go down or they do not get the result that they require, a lot of the fans, they do get on with the back of Cardoso. Now, for Cardoso, it's going to be a very, very long second half of the season, considering that they are now second in the Champions League, and many of the Sundowns supporters are not used to that. This, in my view, will work in Orlando Pirates' favor. The Orlando Pirates, they do not have as many games. We saw even in the game yesterday with Imagesi, we saw that they still had a star-studded lineup, star-studded players that could start at any time who were sitting up on the stands. Now, for Orlando Pirates, it reminds me a lot of the season when Abu Makanya were playing. I believe it was the 04-05 season when they were supposed to go for a league, and they were probably playing some of the best football, but they lost the league, I believe, in the last day or the second last game when Chiefs won the league. Pirates, they will have to rely on experienced players. Zabo, they will have to show up. I know that they have lost a lot of signings in the January transfer. Players going out, Umbegezeli, we saw also Undao leaving, we've also saw Ukwayiba leaving. But the one thing that the Pirates have been able to do is that they have been able to sign quality players, and we would hope that as quality players to push for a league towards the end of the season. Now, a lot of people also want to include the KAIZER Chiefs too in the talk, but for now, I would rather focus on Orlando Pirates as well as the Sundowns, as those are the teams who have shown the intent on winning a league and by spending money in the transfer window, as well as reinforcing in the January transfer window. Now, also, I believe that Uwadu, this is probably the best opportunity that he has, because we've seen him rotate his players. We've seen that the times that he has rotated, on many occasions it has worked, but even on the one occasion that doesn't work, the Pirate supporters as well as team Pirates, I believe that they are currently standing together and they want to go for a league. So in my view, if the Orlando Pirates stay consistent, they keep on working as a team as they've done in the smaller competitions like the MTN 8 as well as the Black Label Cup, they've got more than enough to go for a Sundowns. And maybe in the past 4 or 5 years, this is probably the best chance that anyone has to go for a Sundowns. We've seen that the Sundowns, going forward, they are not as cutting, they're not as dynamic as we normally know with Sundowns. They obviously, Sundowns are going to go for a league, as they've always gone, and I believe that the league will go to the last day of the season, as Sundowns are used to winning a league. But I believe that the Pirates, this is their opportunity. The players need to step up. Abumbule, that is the reason that they were signed. Abu Police, that is the reason that they were signed. And we saw that they've also been keeping it very tight at the back. We saw that Sipo Chaine getting 10 clean sheets in the first 15 games of each season, something that has not happened in the PSL. So for the Pirates, we are urging the Orlando Pirates to please, they need to push. They need to push for a league so that we can have a new winner with Betway Premiership. The Betway Premiership, I'm not an Orlando Pirates supporter, but I believe that for a product and for the football, and as well as for the growth of the game, we cannot have the same team dominating PSL for the past 8 years. Orlando Pirates, please do what we need you to do for us. If you like the video, please like the video. If you have any comments, you disagree with me, you feel that the league will go in a different way, or if you feel that, or if you have any other views on the league and how it will go, please leave that in the comment section. Catch you on the next one. Thank you.